Regardless of whether you are a sole contributor or you are formally leading a team, one of the best ways to be able to influence others is through a vision. But it's not just a simple case of painting a vision and others will follow. No, you're going to have to do more than that. And in this video, I'm going to share with you the 5 steps to influence others through your vision. We're going to talk about specifically why you need to have a vision, why you need to show people the way, what you need to do to be able to lead the way, the importance of filtering information when you are leading people to the destination, and importantly, to be the role model leader that people expect of you each step of the way. Let's get started. This video is based off Principle 25. Influence is not just upwards. Principle 25 is part of the 30 principles of first-time leadership, the combination of traits of a successful leader. To get your hands on the 30 principles and to know what they are, there's a link in the description below. Just click on it. Step 1. Have a vision. It doesn't matter whether you are a sole contributor just looking after your own work or you are formally leading a team. If you want to be seen as a leader and you want to be able to influence others, you need to have a vision. Having a vision is more than just what the destination looks like. What does the destination look like for the team or for others around you? The whole purpose of having a vision is so that it can feed the idea of what that vision is into the minds of those around you. It allows those around you, your team, to feel that they can be part of this vision and that by achieving that vision, they are also in a way achieving their own success. Now, of course, it's not possible to have a vision that encompasses every single person in your team or the people around you. But what having a vision does is that it gives people an idea of what the vision is going to be. It allows them to have a sense of the destination, and then it gives them the opportunity to decide if they want to be along for that journey. Most importantly, by having a vision, you are signaling to everyone around you that you have at least a degree of strategic insight in terms of the direction that the team needs to take. And that makes you more compelling, which in turn makes you more influential. Step 2, show the way. By taking step 1 and having a vision, it's a good step, because it gives people the idea of what this vision looks like. It allows them to latch onto that idea, and it gives them a sense of purpose as to how they can fit into that vision. Now, naturally, once people have accepted the idea of your vision, they're going to want to know some details. What does it look like? What do they need to do? What's the direction that they need to take? And that's where you need to be able to show the way. Point to them the direction that your team or those around you need to take in order to get to the vision. At this point, I'm going to assume that if you have a vision, you will have an idea of how to get there, the direction that people need to take. And this is where you need to talk about that vision in a bit more detail. What are some of the challenges involved? What are some of the time and effort that's going to be involved? What's the direction that people are going to take? Now, you don't need to know everything. I don't think that's possible. But by talking about the vision in some detail, by showing the way, it gives others the opportunity to chip in their experiences, their opinions, and their perspectives, and for them to decide for themselves how can they contribute to that journey. Showing the way gives people the feeling that you are prepared to bring them there. If you are currently a sole contributor just responsible for your own work, it increases the opportunity for you to lead others. And if you are already in a position where you are formally leading others, then it reminds your team that you are the leader that they need to follow right now. Step 3, lead the way. So by taking step 1, which is have a vision, and step 2, which is show the way, there's a very high likelihood that you're going to be able to achieve step 3, which is to lead the way. Or at the very least, you're going to be playing a big role where you can contribute your vision to the success of the journey. But I'm going to assume here that once you have spoken about the vision and you've gone into some detail, that the people around you are going to ask you to lead them. And this is where you're going to have the opportunity to start being the leader and bring people towards that destination. At this point, if you are given the opportunity to lead, regardless of whether you are a sole contributor or you are already formally leading others, you need to work with those who have come with you on this journey to overcome the challenges each step of the way. And that means that you have to do the things that a leader would do, such as getting to know the people who are with you, contributing to their success, developing them, creating a high-performing culture, those sorts of things. Step 4, filter the information. As the leader, bringing everyone to the destination, achieving that vision, you are going to have access to a lot of information. Now, the people who are on that journey with you, they're most likely going to be using their skills and experiences to perform different roles along that journey. They don't need to know everything that you need to know. As the leader, you need to filter the information to what is relevant. So if it's information that's relevant to people, make sure they have every single bit of that information that they need so that they can do their job well. I want to clarify that in step 4, filter the information, it is not an excuse for you to start hoarding information or being selective about the information that you're sharing to everyone. It's about being a fountain of information. It's about the relevancy of information. So it's still important that you have your team meetings and everyone in the team has a general understanding of what other people in the team are doing. At the same time, they don't need to go into the details because that's just information overload. So for the team members who need to know the relevant information, make sure you tell them everything that you know so that then they can do the jobs well. Like I said, filtering the information is about relevancy. What is the relevant information for the team members? Step 5, be a role model. Right up to this point, you have already gone through 4 steps. Step 1, have a vision. Step 2, show the way. Step 3, lead the way. Step 4, filter the information. Each step of the way requires you to be a role model leader. And each step requires you to be a slightly different leader. In step 1, have a vision. It requires you to be more of a visionary kind of leader. Now, it doesn't have to be the grand vision for the entire organization, but it needs to be a vision for the team or for those people around you. In step 2, show the way. You need to be sort of a thoughtful leader, if that's a word that I will use, in the sense that you need to show people that you have given some time and effort and some thought into what this vision is going to look like and what the destination could be. In step 3, you are a leader who is able to execute, take ownership, contribute to the success of others, build personal connections, develop others so they can be successful. That's the sort of leader that you need to be, a leader who can execute. Step 4, filter the information. You need to become a leader who is the fountain of information, not someone who is just hoarding, so that people have and they know what is required for them in order to be successful. Step 5, be a role model, definitely requires you to display different aspects of leadership, which you already have. In some cases, we may find that certain aspects of leadership is easier for us, and that's largely due to our values, our strengths, and our personalities. So I just want you to take note of that. You already have what it takes. It's just a case of practicing those different aspects. So if you've gotten value out of these 5 steps so far, really appreciate if you hit that like button. It helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. And if you have yet to subscribe to First Time Leadership, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when new videos come out to help you with your first time leadership journey. To be able to influence others with a vision, you need to be able to take these 5 steps. Step 1, have a vision that others can think of and latch onto. Step 2, show the way by pointing to your team or those around you the direction that they need to take. Step 3, lead the way by walking through each step of their journey, helping your team or those around you to overcome the challenges that come. Step 4, filter the information so that the relevant information goes to the respective team members, resulting in them being productive in what they do. And step 5, be a role model leader for each step of the way, because each step requires a slightly different sort of leadership. So if you want to be a successful first-time leader who's really big into giving others a vision, then you need to be able to influence, and taking these 5 steps will be able to help you greatly influence your team or those around you. In any case, my name is Daniel from First Time Leadership. I hope you've gotten at least something out of this video. I look forward to speaking with you soon.